Hello there folks, these are the hands of me, Dan Brown, from asortofinterestinlife.com, and we have here a Yellowstone Essentials envelope sleeping bag. This was only £7.50 from Wilko's in the UK. Yes, that's right, only £7.50, which is already a plus point in my book. This is replacing my current sleeping bag, which is something very similar. And if any of you are familiar with my other videos, then you'll know, but if not, I live on a little narrowboat and have a little folded out sofa bed, so I basically have a sleeping bag and loads of blankets and pillows and things like that, which I use in various levels depending on the temperature and time of year. And basically that's why I like to have these simple sleeping bags. It's easy to look at this and go, it's £7.50, it's just a cheap sleeping bag, but what more does it need to be? Basically, as long as it's almost just like a blanket that wraps and zips around you, then that's all that it's really got to do as far as I'm concerned for its basic use. Now, if we pop this out, I will say that I used to have a proper big mummy bag, which was a lot more expensive than this. But I found that even just the fact that it came up and around the back of my head, it was quite awkward in some cases. And if I didn't have a sort of good, solid, grippy background to lie down on, it would lead to my head slipping down and me waking up halfway down the sleeping bag, because I'm not the world's tallest person. Right, if we put the bag to one side. Now, it's only 700 grams, so that should give you an indication of how sort of lightweight this is in general. The build quality, I'm fairly certain, is going to be pretty much just what my previous one was. And I think, in fact, let's have this properly spread out on the floor to get a better idea of it. And as you can see, I'm sure this is exactly what you expected it to be, as in it's a simple zip down the side and bottom rectangular sleeping bag. If we come up a little bit closer, we can have a closer look at the general makeup of it. So you can see, obviously, it's black or very dark grey on the outside. It's got green on the inside on this one, and it is very lightweight. Like I say, this whole thing wraps up, and you've seen the size that it'll wrap up for storage. You could probably, with a few compression straps, get that down even a little bit smaller than it is. And as it is only 700 grams for the whole thing, you can tell that that obviously does make it a very lightweight sleeping bag. But the most important thing, if you ask me, is that you can basically get in a tent at the end of the night. Maybe if you want, well, if you're in extremely cold conditions, then obviously you're going to need something thicker than this, or maybe keep your jumper on. But as you would expect, basically, as long as you can hop in this, wrap yourself up at the end of a walk or whatever you happen to be doing, and zip up the side, and it's all like nice, simple. In fact, if I just put some weight here, see, zips nice and smooth. It's basically everything that you would want from a nice cheap sleeping bag. Once again though, £7.50, I don't think there's much more you could ask of it. As I start wrapping this up, both literally the sleeping bag and this video, I'll say the measurements when it's open are 75 by 180 centimetres, and the material is, I think its technical weight is 150 grams per square metre, and that is hollow fibre polyester. Sounds very fancy. And as you can see, it's so nice and light and thin that it's very easy to get it to wrap up into this very small package and not having to really force the air out of it or anything. Although admittedly it has only just been taken out, so it hasn't had time to really breathe and take in a lot of air. And as you can see, that's a pretty neat package straight away. In fact, I can easily see me ditching the bag altogether and just having some compression straps around this. So, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for a load more general camping and walking and the great outdoors, a bit of kayaking thrown in too, and of course plenty of living on a narrowboat. Until the next time, have a fantastic day. Subscribe, check out my Facebook page, over 1,000 likes there, which is amazing. And, well, I can't thank everybody enough. Feel free to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter, and check out my books, The Narrowboat Lad and The Narrowboat and a Notebook, available for the Kindle. Until the next time, have a fantastic day, and, well, if you get one of these, hopefully you'll have a nice warm cosy night's sleep too. Farewell.